ここが貴様らの終焉絶望の淵にてめえはどうだろうな。
Alright, what's going on, guys? WeBull's back again, coming at you with a showcase on the new Grimmjow that has just come out. Finally, we have an actual OP Grimmjow. The full stam 25 link Fierce Battle Grimmjow was known to be incredibly strong, but never really broken because he wasn't given a Havoc. This Grimmjow, however, in my opinion, is actually a really strong freaking Grimmjow, and he is actually the 4th link slot potion unit for the tech attribute and the 1st tech attribute link slot potion unit for blue potions, right? So I like how he just has his mouth open like, hi. Like, just everyone just has their mouth closed and he's just like, yeah. Alright, so he is an Arankar spotter with an Arankar killer, level 10 SP, strong attack recharge, and yeah, let's just get into it. We do have the classic teacup, spotted chair fortification pill, just trying to get as much damage as we can. Soifon, Ichigo links, so strong attack recharge damage hybrids, and then the strong attack recharge full stam link with Aizen. I will get him to T15, T20 eventually, just because I feel like he is worth it, since you're going to be using him to farm IT primarily, since he doesn't have Marauder, he doesn't have Sharpshooter, he doesn't have Nullify melee resistance. So that's one thing to note if you're deciding on whether or not you want to value the super link slot potion skill over something like Marauder for Retsu, who has Hollow Killer. He does have a weakened immunity, which is pretty good. Guard break, which is, in my opinion, really good. Like I said, he doesn't have Marauder or Nullify melee resistance, but having guard break is still an incredibly good skill, especially for harder content in the game. Not having to waste hits of your strong attacks to guard break is, in my opinion, really nice. Damage to weaken enemies plus 20%. Now, someone brought this up and he's like, oh, technically he has damage to weaken enemies plus 40%, but he actually doesn't. Now, he does have this skill, increased technique attribute or Arankar damage to status ailment affected enemies plus 20%. Keep in mind that these two actually multiply into each other. So instead of getting damage to weaken enemies plus 20%, he actually has a damage to weaken enemies plus 44% when you factor in that 20% damage on top of it, because they multiply into each other. So, for those that are wondering how that works, say he would deal 100 damage. Now he has the damage to a status element affected enemy, and then the damage to a weakened enemy. And that's not even taking into fact the damage to the weakened enemy is now taking 50% more damage because he's weakened. So you'll see here that he actually has a 116% damage boost. Technically, when we're talking about the damage to weaken enemies. Now, if the enemy gets frozen, paralyzed, lacerated, he's still getting the 20% extra damage, which can be really good. But keep in mind that he does not have increased status element chance built into his character. He doesn't have Enervator, he doesn't have anything that really excuse me, he doesn't really have anything that makes him deal more status elements outside of his Frenzy +2, which is pretty much a stronger Berserker. I think it's like roughly translates to Berserker 75%. A lot of people say 50%, but the reality is you're going to be using hybrid links unless you're trying to run butt-ass naked with that character. So Frenzy +2, in my opinion, gets amplified much higher than normal. So Bruiser plus 20%, Berserker is 56% from the links that we have on and the accessory. Devastation 40%, reduced strong attack cooldown 48%, full stamina damage boost 16% from the links, increased super speed link slot potions plus 5, increased speed link slot potions plus 5. I'm glad that they kept both of these together, but I feel like it's kind of sad because if you pull this Grimmjow, you're not going to use anyone else for IZ really. I feel like he is stronger, or at least quicker to clear than both Orihime, Uryu, and Kenpachi. But since he's so much faster than Orihime, she's a safe unit for IZ, but he's just like raw balls to the wall destroyer, right? He does have Havoc 20%, Frenzy +2, no Berserker, but we can give him full stam 25%, which is good. Debilitator +5 seconds, and Sprinter +1. Alright, so without further ado, let's take him into IT. I want to see how he performs at 105 T10. I will probably, like I said, I will probably T20 him over time, just because he is the super speed link slot potion unit. I don't know if I'm gonna be going in for dupes. I feel like I kind of want dupes. That way he's strong enough to hold his own in IT co-op. Like, I feel like he's definitely gonna be be the weaker link if you're running with like max transcended units, and if you don't have killer, oof. So first strong attack, 3300. Not quite strong enough to beat it. Really? I'm surprised. Oh, these are damn weakened puddles. Nice. So he's literally made for this IT. Okay, I see how it is. That's how K-Lab is gonna sell this character. He has killer. He has the weakened immunity. First strong attack is gonna be that 3000 length beam. We can charge the third strong attack. Ooh. Really? No, we don't have full stamina. Oh, we do have full stamina. Oh, look at that. We're fixed. Great, now I have these cute little flowers on my Grimmjow. Dude. Imagine we get like a Cacao Society. I like how I was gonna say Cacao Society Grimmjow, but I meant like a Cacao Society Valentine's Day Grimmjow. Just like a gender bend. I mean, he's hitting relatively hard. He's hitting about what I'd expect from him at 105. He's leaving the enemies with very little HP, which is, in my opinion, a good sign. Normally when I do these showcases in IT, I also take that character to T, like usually they're T15 as well, so they have that full stam 25%, right? So that 3300 would turn into roughly 40, I'd say like 4,000 per hit. And and he has Frenzy +2. I like how I'm looking at the numbers and I'm like, oh, the numbers seem slightly low, but he has Frenzy +2. Right, okay. That's a lot of hits, man. Alright, good. Enough to one-shot the boss. Okay, so that is good damage. Wow. That was with the first strong attack. Usually the first strong attack is your weakest strong attack too. Alright, very good. 75 super link stop potions. Alright, so let's take him into IZ where he's gonna just like cleave like a king. Okay, no killer here. But we can bring out a calculator, that's not a problem. Let's do this. ×5 run. Yeah, I have 60 tickets and I have to leave soon. Might as well get might as well get the benefits of the ×5 run, right? Kakate koyo. First strong attack, 7400. Let me check to make sure that there's no enemies coming down. Good, okay, so let's bring out our handy dandy calculator. So the first strong attack normally hits for 3 hits without Frenzy, so keep that in mind. So we're hitting for... Is that some... Oh, that was a 9200. Oh, that was a crit, though. 8600 crit. Bruh, okay. 8600 divided by 1.2 because criticals, right? We're gonna multiply this by 1.6 and then we're gonna multiply this by 9. So we're gonna hit 103k. Oh shit. 103k is really good for like a first strong attack at 1 of 5. So 130k with the first strong attack with the 3000 link beam. Like that's really, really good. I wish he had Sprinter +2, I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably give him Long Stride, low-key. Oh, his animations actually look genuinely really, really good. And his special move animation just looks... Like, how can you not like that, bro? How, I don't know. I can't see it. I can't see it. So second strong attack is going to be the 750 by 750. And then the third strong attack is the same as 5th anniversary Ichigo's. Keep in mind that when you charge the third strong attack, you essentially double the damage of it. Pop. All right, so 27,000. I saw some 50s, but remember that we're getting a 200. Keep in mind that we're getting times 1.2 times 1.2 times 1.5. We're getting a 116 damage bonus whenever we deal a status element, right? So the boss ended up taking like roughly like 51,000 as opposed to the 27. Actually, he probably took more than that. So let's do the 27. Was it 27,000? Alright, I just rewinded the tape just to make sure, but yeah, it is indeed 27,000, which is really good damage for the special move, considering that we haven't even factored in the fact that he has 3 more hits on top of that. Now, the 27,000, we're going to multiply that by 1.6. That's going to be the damage that we would get with Killer, so 43.2k, really, really good. Now, calculating in the damage that he would deal with his special move, because he does have Devastation 40%. Let me actually pull up all of his multipliers. He has a lot of multipliers, which is incredibly good. So oh wait, no, Devastation 40% would already be calculated in. Excuse my my brashness here. Let's multiply it by 1.2. This is going to be the damage to weakened enemies plus 20% times 1.2, damage to status ailment affected enemies plus 20%. Multiply this by 1.5 for the damage to weakened enemies, and you're gonna see here that we're gonna get 93k per hit. This is without a crit, by the way. We're taking a hit that is not a critical hit, so we're gonna hit 3 times with that plus the 43,000. Was it 43? 27 times 1.6, yeah, 43.2k. Let's be accurate. Boom. So his special is going to hit at 1 of 5 at SP10, 323,000, which is really good considering that if we multiply this by 1.25, if we had him at T15, he would hit for slightly higher than 403k. Keep in mind that your links will also be providing more stats at T15 than they would at T10. So this is not really completely accurate, but it just shows that you actually deal some really good damage with this build. The fact that he actually gets more damage with that status element affected enemies for his soul bomb in particular is very good. For normal play though, he does have the Arankar damage to status element affected enemies plus 20%, which sounds really good in theory, but for regular play outside of soul bomb use, I don't really see it being all that useful, just because he doesn't have any way to increase status elements outside of the frenzy plus 2. Out of just like brute forcing the enemy's face, he doesn't really have a way to actually get his status element off. Which, don't get me wrong, like frenzy plus 2 is an excellent way to proc your status element. It's just with characters like Noelle and Nini, if you have Killer, you also have increased status element chance against those enemies. Noelle also has the spiritual pressure boost plus 80%. Nini has frenzy plus 2. Noelle has a crap ton of range collision to help proc those status elements. So there are benefits that that Grimmjow doesn't really get to enjoy. However, I will say that Grimmjow does, in my opinion, get to enjoy the best strong attack kit for the super link slot potions when you want to categorize him in that way, which I think is incredibly good. I think he's an excellent character. I think he's worth summoning for, but I want to say be very careful about going all in for this character, just because one, these characters will eventually come back, as opposed to the Noelle and Nini, which were like, you really should summon for these characters that are not coming back anytime soon. Whereas Grimmjow, since he is gonna be a Cacao Society character, I am leaning towards believing that he will actually I love his special move. Right, and all in all, you'll see here, Grimmjow is an excellent character. Is he worth summoning for? Honestly, I do believe he's worth summoning for, but just be very careful about like spending all your orbs. Keep in mind, Anniversary is literally going to be in 4 months, so you're going to want to actually save up as many orbs as you can. For Noelle and Nini, I think I did roughly like 7,000 to 10,000 orbs for that banner. I did all 30. Was it 30 steps? I think I did all 30 steps. But for this banner, I was committed to 10 steps on the main, and then 5 steps on specifically only Grimmjow's individual. Because even though I want Ulquiorra, honestly, I could genuinely live without a range Espada killer. If I can't clear range Espada week, I'm literally just going to join the club of the other 99%. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be the elite 1%. the part. I don't have to be one of the part of the 1%. But I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. Grind on, catch up, pick me up, stay blessed. Like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all enjoyed this video, have a great day. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.